Hey y'all, so something really special that we're gonna do in about 30 seconds. I'm gonna start up this thing where I talked to these guys last night, and we all did a Cobb Vanth. So at the end, I will do a breakdown and we will check mine out. But yeah, I just want to show off everyone else. And if you know anybody who's done a really cool Cobb Vanth, comment down in the comments, leave a comment, and just give them a shout out if you think that they deserve some recognition. And then everyone who's watching this, go watch and go see their Instagram or their Facebook or whatever. I just wanted to bring some of the people together that I saw because I thought it was a special thing, like I'll say in here. So thanks to all the people who, did a custom, inspired me to do a custom, and tutorials also, by the way, that we're going to talk about. So yeah, here we go. Let's get it fired up.
Just wanted to bring some creative people that I've found across the world in IG world, but across the world, across the country. And as you guys can see, we brought Johnny back again. You guys saw him on Action Figure After Dark. Anywho, let's talk Cobb Vanth, right? Is that how you pronounce the last name correctly? Vanth?
Vanth, right? Yeah.
Vanth? I believe so. No, I just thought it was a really cool thing that, I was just super surprised how many people were actually doing them. So I wanted to try to get as many people as I could. It's hard to get because everyone's a different time zone, so it's really hard to get everyone. So let's start off. You guys just introduce yourself. If you want to start off, Johnny, you want to start off?
Sure. I'm John Culqui. I'm out of Long Beach, California. And my handle is Johnny Osage, or Johnny_Osage_Av. And so I was really surprised that so many people started this one in particular. I actually held off because after I saw it, the episode, I think I didn't start mine until like Wednesday. And I was very reluctant to do it. And I thought,
okay,
I saw other people do it, and I was like, I'll just wait. And then I was like, I have to jump on the bandwagon. So I, figured out, okay, I have these pieces. I know I have another boba somewhere. And so
yeah,
the bottom part was the hard part, was to really like get done. But once I started doing it, obviously the Boba Fett figure is older than the newer figure. So a lot of the way that it's put together is a little different. So, it was a little tough, but we made it work. And except the one thing that I didn't do right was figure out the legs. So I jacked up the legs. I don't know if you guys can see that. There it is. So cool. I had to get a little creative because the pegs didn't match. So it's the Boba Fett torso and even like the high hips, right? Because I couldn't take that part off. The legs are Tusken Raider legs. But the boots, I had switched them out to the New Hope Obi-Wan boots because they looked similar to what Cobb was wearing, or Timothy, whatever. What's his last name? I forget. But
Oliphant.
It looks similar to that. Yeah, Oliphant.
Yeah.
Oliphant, so it looks similar to those. So I'm like, that's a score. So I try to put that together, but I messed up that peg, that hip peg. So I ended up just putting magnets, taking it apart. Where's the?
I know. I remember you were sending me pictures. Like, you think, dude? I'm like, I have worked with magnets very little, and it turned out okay. But I use it for like a swivel on the waist, but I've never used it in the legs. And it's tough to do. It's a challenge.
And so it actually works pretty good in the swivel on the legs too. Obviously, if you're not playing with it, you're posing it, so it works. But it does, the legs do come off. But it actually, what it does, it creates a nice weight. So it is heavier, and it's heavier in the right area. So it doesn't do that whole lean, that it typically does. So, but yeah, then I took the telescope thing off, put a different one on with a little wire. redid the jetpack. The gun looked like a rebel soldier gun, kind of. Where's the camera?
With like a scope on top.
Yeah. So
There you go.
because he put it in the holster, right? So at some point,
Yeah,
but then,
like off to his side. Yeah.
Yeah, but then like some shots it looked bigger. So anyhow, then of course the single knee guard that he had. Where's that? There you go.
The one, yeah.
I had
two on to begin with, and I was like, oh, and I just like had to take it off.
Yeah. And then it was just really dialing in all the little details. So I guess someone posted a cutout of him. So
yes.
I was using that as a reference. And I do have a head sculpt coming. Yeah. So I'll put the head sculpt on. And then, just had some red t-shirt around that was old. So I just took a little bit off and put that in there and went to, left it alone. So
that's like one of the things that, like the one thing that you do the best that I notice is just like the details and like how we were talking yesterday, like really soft with like your weather. Like you do like subtle things to like pull it together. It just makes it look really good.
Thanks.
Sorry.
All right, so let's go over to. Do you go by Billy or Porkins? What do you want me?
Yeah, Porkins is cool, man. I'm Billy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from the UK.
All right. If you want to talk about what you went through, and then we can keep going back and forth. But everyone get like their piece in, and
yeah. Cool. Well, I did mine. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I did it quite quickly, I guess, because I literally had nothing to do. The UK's gone back into lockdown, so it's just slobbing all the time, just doing nothing, watching TV, painting action figures, basically. So I've been a bit more lazy than everyone else. I actually haven't finished the jetpack. That's how far I've got with it, which is pretty embarrassing. I haven't even modded it yet. But this is my.
I didn't mod mine until after 15 people that I sent the picture to were like, "You need to make that jetpack right." I was like, "Damn it! All right, fine, I'll do it."
I had a few messages about some inaccuracies. Like at first, I painted the arm around the forearms.
Yeah.
Is it gone? Am I still? Can you hear me?
No, you're there.
Yeah, you're good.
You're good.
Oh, I'm good. Oh, my screen went all funny. I originally painted the armor on the forearms. I think I painted it all green, and then someone pointed it out that I needed to do it red. Pointed me out, called me out on it. So
because it's which one? Return of
the Jedi style.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I have the Mayfex one like that, so I just set him next to mine to like get the things right.
That's
like,
yeah, and like Johnny said with the legs, it was tricky to do. So to get that kind of lanky look, I went for the Kanan legs because it's quite a tall figure. But I should have really dremeled it so that it fitted in properly, because there's like a gap between the top thigh peg. I used the thigh pegs from the Boba figure, and like Johnny did use the crotch piece because you need it for the midsection. But I ended up cheating basically because I didn't actually have the right Dremel head. I just put some like fabric around it.
Oh yeah.
Just to cover up, so you can't really see
it
well, but it works. And part of the holster covers it up, so I've kind of just like, you can see it more in person, and like the back of it,
and that was the body
stuff,
I was like. That was the body I was gonna go with too when I first thought of doing it, and then I chose not to. But yeah. Now, what'd you use for his tube? Because I know everyone's used something different.
Mine's actually come apart a little bit. I used a bit of wire from like a strimmer or a weed whacker, you call it in the States.
Yeah.
But I really want to use. I've seen someone use some like clear tubing. I think maybe it was Johnny even actually.
It was actually Roar.customs, and we're going to be talking about his custom. He used mostly soft goods, but shout out to him for sharing the tubes that he used. And you can find those tubes on Amazon right here. As you can see, he shared this also on his Instagram page. Check it out.
So I might do that better, I think, because this is just falling apart. I've literally just poked it behind the tubing that's already on the figure. It's all a bit of a rush job, really. I really need to spend a bit more time on it to make it more sort of something, because I've already had a couple of commissions for it, luckily. So I'll
Dang.
be able to sort of finesse it with the finished product with those ones, which I'm quite happy about.
Yeah, it looks
was
really
fun
good
to do, and it was cool. Oh, I also I used the belt from a Farm Boy Luke.
Oh yeah.
But I actually painted this from a prototype Boba Fett, so it wasn't green to start with. It was an all white figure, so it was cool to do it from scratch. Like we said last night when we were chatting, it was hard to mix that Boba Fett green. It's really difficult.
Yeah.
So that was
No, I think you said that you haven't done much.
That was interesting, but it was satisfying to get it right.
You said you didn't do much on the jetpack, but it was white to begin with, so you've already gotten it like all the way green. So
Yeah.
oh, I think we're losing. I think we lost him.
I've got a base layer down. Yeah,
there he is.
I needed to prime it really with some spray, but I was just lazy. Started just slapping green.
Yeah, it turned out really good though. Yeah, it's good. So yeah, if we can shoot over to Kenobi's corner. So obviously you did an awesome one too, as we can see. So what did you do to like piece wise, like fodder wise, or did you use boba? What did you do for yours?
So basically, it's just a Boba Fett as a base. It's the 40th anniversary one.
Okay.
And then for leg, it's Poe Dameron's legs from the 2-pack, like a long time ago in the Force Awakens. And then the belt is just like a mashup of Han Solo and Boba Fett.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what I started with.
Which is never had at home. We put it together.
Yeah, it looks really good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tubing looks wicked on that, man. That looks so accurate.
And I also had like a silver heated up vent for the antenna.
Did you use the clear tubing on that too? I mean, because I didn't. I used like wire.
Yeah, it looks sick on yours though, Johnny.
But someone that Parsecs had, I think, did Parsecs do the montage of like a bunch of them?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
there was,
and he got the head sculpt also, I think, today. And then he did like tutorials for each piece. So anyone who is listening to this, I will put his Instagram link, I guess. I'll put it down in the description. And that way, if anybody wants to, they can see his stuff, because he did like tutorial, like step by step. And I think it would help out a lot.
Yeah.
That's very helpful. That's wicked he did that.
But somebody had, I don't know if it was Kenobi,
and then
somebody had tubing in it, like clear tubing, which I was like, where do you get that small of tubing? Because it was like, it looked pretty to scale. Like it wasn't like some fat tube, right? Yeah, it was
mine's
pretty sick.
Fat. It doesn't look great, and I've just torn it out. It just doesn't look amazing. Like, on the shelf, it just rip it apart. It's worthless. It looks okay on the shelf. It just adds a little bit of something to it, I think, when you just even if you just try to make it work.
And then Kenobi's corner, you had a really cool dio too, that like in your last shot that I saw on Instagram. I really liked like how you had him up against the wall, just like chilling. Like that was really cool.
That was
really cool.
Yeah, I was actually really impressed by that. How he did that shot. It was so cool. It's very, very cinematic.
And so are any of you guys? I know. Billy, he's already said he's doing commission work. Are all of you guys doing commissions, or where are you guys on that? Just in case anyone reaches out or anything.
Yeah, I have one, might have two. But again, it's like always, I think we were talking about it a little bit yesterday. It's like this one actually is I'm gonna have fun doing doing it for somebody else.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't sell this one because of the whole hip thing, unless it was disclaimer like, hey, the legs do come apart or do come off, but they stay on because of the magnets. But this was a good for me. This was a good. Okay, this is what I can do. So a couple of people have reached out for it. So we'll see what happens. You know, as soon as you hit them with that price, they either ghost or they say okay. So it all depends on what they're going to do. So
I have that all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah, I think
it's all- I mean, but it-
Kenobi's dropped out here.
Did he drop off?
I think so.
There's a chat.
I think he may have had some connection issues.
Says I can't.
Yeah, man. That looks dope.
Yeah.
That looks so cool. I love how you did the antenna as well. I need to do a more of an accurate antenna.
What the heck?
It's a
I'm
bit
sorry,
just
guys.
glass.
Anyway,
Problem.
so he hopped out. Kenobi's hopped out, but so go check him out on Instagram. Like I said, link will be down in the description for him. And I kind of I'll go over mine. It's not really to spotlight mine, but I thought it was cool to spotlight the whole thing. So I use Lando's body on mine. There we go. So I used Lando's body, and then just did like a bigger scarf than everybody else, just some fabric. Did the jetpack like everyone else. And then for my tubes, I just used some wire for electrical wire, like for, I just painted it silver to make it work. But the thing is I dremeled out a whole entire piece of armor just to get this on. I don't know if you can see how thin I got that armor.
Oh yeah.
That's how thin I had to get it to fit. To make it fit on his body.
That's really
So I took a Boba Fett and literally, hacked away. So the only thing I didn't like about mine is I can't articulate it. It's gonna fall apart. So it's very limited.
What
like the belts and everything. I would say definitely in the shoulders where it's just super glued on, the shoulder pads, like those would go and pop right off.
That's the annoying thing about the shoulder pads, because they kind of sorted that out finally with the new Stormtroopers, didn't they? Because you can bend it up and it kind of like bends. That I like that. That was quite cool. But that's how you're going to do that on a custom.
And you guys both, for what your shoulders, is that Boba Fett, Johnny, on yours?
Yeah, it's
like that's all his upper body.
Yeah.
Okay.
My bandana.
And I know that like in the obviously in the show, it's almost like he has like a long sleeve shirt with these pads on, right? So they would be kind of floating or just loose. They wouldn't be like tight like it is on it.
It looks a lot like, because he has the fabric still that yours has,
Yeah, it's almost like a little like bolero kind of thing that he has on.
Yeah.
Right? And so
it's just so.
Yeah, I think it works.
On your one, dude, as well.
What was he doing?
Sorry, that was my connection. That was terrible. That was.
Oh, you're fine, dude.
Right there. That was embarrassing.
You're fine.
The bandana.
Is he trying to get back in?
It's come apart a bit, the bandana on mine. I'm so embarrassed. This is just all going wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, you're fine. Okay, Kenobi's corner is back in. Okay. So does anyone have a YouTube or anything you guys want to plug besides your Instagrams or anything?
That's all I got.
That's all
I've got my website.
Yeah, and your magazine and your action figure stuff you were telling me about.
Yeah. All right, yeah. So I've got a magazine. It's being put together as we speak. My brother's helping me do that. He's a designer, so hopefully it will look really, really cool. And basically, anyone that's on here or anyone that's watching this, if you do customs or if you're interested in customs, will be right up your alley, or just toys and like action figures in general. So for the first issue, I've already got 3 people on board for interviews and just questions about, what inspires them, what they want to do eventually as well, like in their long plan, and just basically, what their favorite things were when they were kids, what inspired them, like I just said. But it's just, I want it to have relevant advertising as well. I want it to be like a normal magazine, like something you'd be interested in, like music magazine, always have at the back, they've got all the cool t-shirts and, where you get all the memorabilia and stuff. And I want to have that in it, so it's all relevant. So when you turn the page, or if you're looking at it digitally, you can see like people like Outer Rim Traders will have a advert, and I've got a guy on, so I've got them on board. I've got another guy on board in England who stocks them, just literally just reaching out to as many people as I can to get on board, because it's the community that makes it, and I want as many people to read it and get it as possible, which would be really cool, and
So
have it as reasonably priced as well as possible.
will you have all of that stuff like updated on your IG as it comes up and stuff? Like
Yeah,
throughout?
I'm so bad at like advertising stuff, so I really need to work on that. I need to just start getting on all of that and getting it out there. But I want to have something at least to tease before I start, just in case it all goes wrong. You know, I don't want to advertise something that might possibly not happen, but I think it's all going to go quite well. I've got a printer sorted out. As I said, I've got my brothers helping me design it and everything.
Hey, I think it's really cool, and nobody else is doing it. I think it's a lot of fun, man. That sounds really cool.
Oh, thanks,
I think it's gonna be fun.
Appreciate that. And again, I want all
Yeah.
of you guys to be in it.
And then once you get it going, dude, we'll do a video for it, you know, and just, you know what I mean,
like,
just to help pitch it, and then yeah, and then you can pitch it and use it, and you can have, you know, you can take it wherever you want to do with it. You know what I mean? I just want to try to help like push everybody's thing and like just surround us all with good people, because everyone wants like this competition thing. Like not everyone here, obviously, but it's all about competition. Like there's so many toys, so many customs. Like it doesn't. Like there is enough room for everybody.
There's enough room for everyone.
Yeah. So I mean, that's why I like started doing like the videos like this, where I could talk to other people, pick your guys' brain, because all of us did the same character, and all 4 of us that are here, and the other 6 guys that, you know, I want on here, we all did something different, and you know, and we all know. Yeah, and we all know that this character is coming out probably before summer. Like this figure is going to be out on the shelves, and exclusive somewhere. So like, yeah.
And we'll buy
Johnny,
like
Johnny,
you and sell them like $90 a piece.
Yeah, no shit. So Johnny, you are about to hit 3,000K, right? On your Insta?
So I did. So tomorrow I'll be giving out the details for that thing. I was waiting till I get to a good solid a little over 3,000, so that
if you want to talk about your giveaway too, I thought it was a really cool idea.
Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm going to do a Frankenstein style custom. So it's going to be, I took this off of your idea. I was going to do one originally, but I thought, no, one for every 1,000, right? So I'm doing picking 3 people, or 3 of the people that enter. And then they need to send me at minimum a head, torso, arms, legs. Preferably that kind of all fit. And then I was going to kind of
you want it to be like blind bag, like you don't even want to know. You just want it to be those elements.
I don't know what it is. At most, I'm going to ask if they want. At the most, they can maybe send like, hey, I envision something like not an idea. I really don't even want the idea. I just want them to send me like a blind bag of just stuff.
And you can make something of that.
And I'll make something. Then I send that figure to them.
So they could be like if I win, I could be like, I wanted to make someone who is in a crew on a ship, and they transport blah blah, or I want a mercenary or a trooper.
Yeah. So like you could do that. You could say I want like the theme or your whatever you want, like you said, like a mercenary. So from what you send me, I'll try to do that. Or you don't have to tell me anything, and whatever comes out of it, I'll make something up.
I think that if I win and I know you, that's what I'm sending, is just a bag of stuff. Shit, it doesn't matter. A bag of shit. And I want to see what you can do with it, you know, because I would rather you have that creative spin on it rather than me saying anything, you know.
Yeah. So what I started doing is probably about a little whenever we did our when I was you had me on your podcast. Shortly before that, I had stopped. I told myself I'm not buying anymore, because with just everything getting re-released, right? Everything getting re-released and everything getting just regurgitated, I got really tired with just the whole Hasbro thing. I was like, I'm not buying anymore. I'm not going to support it. So I had all these things, and I thought, okay, well, let me start kind of mashing these things up. But then, of course, certain things started coming out, like that new Boba Fett, like, whatever. So I've been buying very less, but still kind of being selective as to what I buy, knowing that I'm going to open it up. Yeah, exactly. Because knowing that I'm going to open it up, like today, I was going to pick up an armor because I saw it. And because is the regular one, not the deluxe. Well, I can go to Joann's and buy some fur and put it on there and then trick it out, and it'll look like a deluxe figure. So anyhow,
I don't know why they did that. That's really stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. But long story long, I've been doing these little like this Luke. I don't know if you guys can see it here, right there. He's like this Tusken Raider.
There we go. Yep.
Guy.
That's so sick. Yeah, that was on the diet you sent me.
Yeah, and so it's like things like that. And he has like scout trooper legs. He has most of the Tusken top. Put some shoulder pads on him. But I mean, the thing about it is just, again, it could be a blind bag. I'm trying to, just a blind bag of stuff. I put it together. And that's it. So it'll be cool. I think it'll be cool. And I'm not gonna. And
I think it's gonna be awesome.
Like when I glob on like certain things to see how they work, and I use like whatever, I might go a little crazy on the crazy glue. But when like for the Cobb, I mean, I really took my time. So it's the quality is really good. Like I wouldn't mind selling it with the exception of the legs. But when I do these, then when I do custom work, it's like I take my time because the last thing I want is people to say, "Oh, Johnny does shit work," and I paid this, this much money or whatever. And just because this is a giveaway, I'm not going to lessen the quality. I just want people to get really stoked on it. So again, at the end of the day, I want them to be happy, be like, "Oh, this is awesome," because I know they're going to put it on the shelf. So if they're going to put it on the shelf, at least they can dig it.
And that's about that's all you can do with mine because he is gonna fall into pieces. no, just like I wanted to add the details, but I feel like it's glued on there. I wouldn't. It depends on what you do. If you do shots like I do sometimes, where I have them all like out with pyro and all that, then maybe this isn't the one for you. But like it all depends. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very jealous of your shots.
They're awesome.
Your shots are awesome.
Some of those figures,
so cool.
Some of those figures don't make it out, man. They get a little torched. But no, then I just wanted to talk about Roar Customs. He did all soft goods under his. That was really cool, I thought. So I'll definitely be like sharing images of his. Yeah, and then like we went over the other guys. Did I miss anybody? Old Architect Customs, OAC. Yeah, he did like really good details on his too, like with his leg stuff and and then Kenobi's. Do you have anything that you want to shout out on? Are you doing anything for your Instagram? Are you just kind of still, what's anything to push or promote at all? Can you hear us? Can you hear me?
Mainly just Instagram right now. I'm just trying to like set that up right now. I am selling like some items that make a little bit of money off of fun figures like this Captain Fordo. This one just made by me. Dope. Like nothing was like bought from like a 3D print.
That's cool.
Or anything. I made it like the polygon and everything.
That's sick.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Love Bordeaux.
I also made a rifle.
Oh, you made the gun
shoot.
Oh.
Hey, put that up for one more second because you're a little bit laggy, but I think we can get.
That's sick. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then if you want to send me a picture too, I'll put it up while you're showing it too. That way you get credit. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Did you draw this too? Kenobi, did you draw that also? Could
What
you
was that?
also sketch that out, like illustrate it?
No, this is just a kit bashed down.
I got a message today from some guy. He had illustrated it. He was saying, you know, the blaster should look more like this. I didn't take offense to it. I thought the illustration was freaking sick. It was so awesome. It was like this really nice illustrated watercolor looking thing, or at least marker. It was nice.
Dude,
I wouldn't even known. I didn't even pay attention really until I saw you put up a certain, like, your gun, and I was like, yeah, and I just grabbed some junk out of my drawer, and I was like, I'm not even gonna, like, whatever. This came off of DJ, this gun and his belt I used, and I used that, whatever gun was in the holster. I was like, that works, and I just threw one in his hand because I saw Johnny had one, and I was like, well, I gotta give him like a tiny rifle, I guess. So
I've got a. You
go
go,
ahead.
Johnny. You go first.
No, really fast. Did you guys see the Lego that someone made?
yes.
So someone, dude, that's
yeah, dude.
I was like, I want that Lego.
I haven't seen that.
Someone did like a 5-inch one too, or like, you know, like the animated one. They did an animated Cobb Vanth also. Yeah.
That's sick.
Wow. The Lego was pretty dope. I like that one. That was really, really funny.
I need to check
dude.
Because I think it was. I don't know if it was it a painted Lego or was it like computer generated? Because I think, you know how they make the Legos like run and their legs kind of bent. So I couldn't tell. I saw it really fast, but it was really cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I haven't seen a character like take over a community like that quick. Like, and I didn't realize it. Sunday, I was like, I should make that. And then I saw that everybody was starting to do. I was like, oh, off to the races. So and
like I said,
it was just about just trying to see what you could come up with, especially if you're in lockdown, what you can come up with laying around the house. You know, what objects.
That was all fun about it. And I felt bad because I wanted to share as many, because I never really get that. Like, I get a fair amount of likes on my stuff, but it's not really about that. It's just about having it's for the fun of it, isn't it? But but
instant gratification is nice too. I will take that any day.
Any day. But it was like, I felt like bad because obviously, like, in my opinion, mine wasn't as good as your guys' ones and other people. And, you know, obviously Roar.customs one, in my opinion, was like so cool because it had the soft goods. And I've always wanted to try and do some like mezco.
His was insane. I just didn't see it, you know. But that was the first time I saw Roar.customs work, and I was like, this is awesome. Now I can follow another person that I didn't know about until this custom, and then you look at the portfolio and it's like, oh, they've been doing this for a while and all of their stuff looks this good. You're like, okay, it's crazy.
It's amazing when you stumble across stuff like that, because it's like, oh, that's cool. Like, that's another thing that was unexpected. And that's, like you said, like how popular it was and everyone doing it. Like, because I pulled some good likes on that. Like, almost, I think it's climbing its way towards 4,500 now. And I just couldn't believe it. And I just wanted to. I couldn't believe it. Like, and it was just because obviously how popular the character was. And I think, I mean, I'm in England, so like there's a time difference as well. So I thought, you know, I'd done it, and I thought, you know, it'd be loads of other people had done it, but it looked like, I don't know. I used just the same sort of hashtags I usually use, but I sort of got some good response from it, which I was really surprised by. But I think it's probably just because I did it kind of quickly. But I think when you look at it, you can tell. when you're up close, you can tell.
And I've like said it to Johnny before, I think, like, just we can still like give the information and show people exactly what we did, but it's all about actually doing it and putting it together. So if you say yours you don't think is good as well, I think like mine doesn't fit. I think we're all like that. We're so picky about our own thing, and we're like, oh, yours is awesome, like that we don't even like take in actually what we did. Like, I've had a couple of people message me like, that's really cool, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even put up the shots yet. Like I have like the studio inside shots still to put out, and I'm like, those weren't even good ones yet. Like, hang on.
you got to know what it's like from other people's perspective, haven't you? Because when you're so close to a project, when you've been spending hours painting it, it's like you're going to see every little single imperfection you've done with every single small brush stroke. I mean, I don't know if you guys use airbrushes. I hand painted mine,
I'm all
I
hand
bought
paint
an
on
airbrush.
my stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't got around to figuring out how to use it yet, though. But I need to because it was quite expensive and I need to do it. But I've got
I tried.
I can show you a few of the.
Yeah. Show us. Show
Oh
away.
no, you don't. Oh, I was just going to say I've got a few more.
No, while you're
I've
getting it,
just
I'll
watched.
say, yeah, I have a airbrush also. Ooh, that's sick.
Yeah, I need to get on that. I need to do the jetpack for this guy as well, but I definitely need to do the airbrush because it's a bit of a game changer, isn't it? I've got this one I did the other day. I just sort of made it up as I went along. Well, the other week.
Yeah, that was.
Is that Buzz Lightyear, like paint scheme?
Yeah,
or
it's a
no?
bit of a Buzz theme, isn't it? I did watch Toy Story the other week for a bit of a nostalgia fest, so maybe subconsciously got into my brain. The next one.
That's a great color scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks cool with a Kurt Russell head on it, the Marvel Legends one, because I bought that for this Kyle Katarn. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the guy.
Yeah.
I haven't
That's
finished
cool.
painting the head sculpt, so his eyes look like Marty Feldman. So other than that, he will be looking pretty cool soon, hopefully. And I've always wanted to do one of him because he was like my favourite character growing up from playing Jedi Outcasts and stuff. I need to just do his like shoulder pad. I literally just finished started putting him together rather today. So, and then one that does quite popular on my account usually is the holiday special Boba Fett.
Yeah.
This one
cool.
isn't complete yet. I usually just leave the bodysuit sort of like a creamy white colour, so it's more like the Hot Toys one in my previous pictures. But for this one, it's annoying. I didn't bring the gun down, but you know Boba Fett's normal like gun, his rifle. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
I kind of trimmed it down into a pistol, so it's just like his pistol with a scope. So just to give it a bit more of a streamlined look, and I gave him a grey bodysuit, and I kind of almost imagined it's like maybe what his suit may have been like. Say if like the holiday special was brought into canon, I could almost imagine him wearing this on like Coruscant or something because it looks kind of sleek, it's kind of modern, and I kind of just wanted to give it a slightly more of a modern touch. But I didn't really sum all of that up in my Instagram account because I couldn't be bothered to type all of it.
So, Kenobi's got some stuff up. Is that the metallic, the new one?
Oh, that's cool.
The carbonite one.
I saw one of them in the flesh the other day.
Yeah, carbonite. Yeah.
They're very shiny. Only just got them in the UK.
Yeah, I grabbed one of those up and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be really cool." And everyone's like, "Why'd you get
Yeah, the
that?"
carbonized. Just a comparison between the both.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. The antenna really makes a difference. Like on Johnny's also.
Oh,
Yeah,
you guys made it bigger?
Yeah, some guy goes, that's really cool, but the antenna's kind of long, or the viewfinder's kind of long.
It's gotten a lot of hate.
And
I don't know why though.
Yeah,
I kind of like it.
And I said, thanks. I said, yeah, that's for long range shots or something like that. And then last week I did that little Boba Fett from Toy Box. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Yeah.
And some guy goes, "Oh, that's really cool, but you know, if you take a heat gun or put that gun in some hot water, you can make it straight and not bend." And I said, "Oh no, it's purposely done that way so you can shoot around corners." But it's like I don't know if they read my commentary back, but it was like I'm kind of tired of staying quiet because usually I just won't say anything. I just let the comment go. But
I used to be like that. I used to be like that, and now I'll get like 1,000, like good job. Well, not 1,000. I'm saying 4 or 5 people saying good job. But then I get one person that says one thing, I will hunt them down. Like I will find out like their YouTube, I will find out their private stuff. I will like post in my story about how I disagreed. It's only if you come at me and say I don't like that. Like, but why? Like what don't you like? Like say something else. And then they have like a private account.
Yeah, they usually have a private account. That's funny.
And I always say they come out before noon. Like the haters always come out before noon because after noon nobody cares. But if you put something out early in the morning and people are like, "What about that?" I'm just like, like it's customs. It's like all custom. That's what we're doing. It's a custom. Like that's the game. But anyway, all right. So we're getting into like 40 minutes or so. But thanks guys for coming in and doing
No, I
this
appreciate it,
for
man.
for this character. I think it's really cool. And like I said, this wasn't brought on ahead of time. This was just I saw a bunch of guys doing the same thing, guys and gals doing the same thing. So I just wanted to kind of bring us all together. So make sure to follow everybody. Oh,
Will do.
I think my camera's getting messed up. Oh man.
That's okay.
It's right at the end.
Studio.
Dude, this thing is just awesome. All right, I'm gonna end the recording, but I'm not sure if it's gonna end the video or not. But
so I primarily went over everything that kind of jumped out that was different than everyone else. Not really much, just like that I dremeled out a Boba Fett to put it on here. And just for the paints and corrosion, I used a little bit of Citadel for the corrosion. For the red, I always use usually this one. For the shirt underneath, I like this color for underneath the shirt. Bugman's Glow. Oh, horrible lighting right now. But yeah, use that stuff right there. Looks pretty good. For like the undershirt, and then I add a little bit of red to it. Used some of the powders, like I always talk about, but there is used some of the green powder on the green pants that I painted. Then for the legs, used wraps because I didn't do the cool idea like Johnny where he used the boots. And yeah, just kind of some of this stuff is from different characters like Overwatch and stuff like that, and it just kind of pieced them all together. So one of the guys that we were talking about, he did a whole tutorial and he did how to make this exact thing. I did kind of some of the stuff that he did, not exact. Like I said, it's a really cool thing where everyone could take their own liberties and do what they wanted. So yeah, with that, thanks for watching everybody, and yeah, let's check out some toy photography. And always remember to be kind to one another. Thanks.